Hello, good evening everyone and welcome to the Sixth Sense here on Joy Prime. My name is Nadu Olenu. Always a joy to be on your screens together with my beautiful ladies. And you know that there are issues every day, right? Issues dorsal. Issues come, issues go. And today we're going to look at such issues and my ladies are going to help us to talk about it in detail. But remember, our own views, we are all entitled to our own opinions. So don't sit home and say she should have said it this way, she should have said it this way. Please, we are all entitled to one, isn't it? All right, so they say, right? So today we're looking at improved policing before and after the Dampari effect. Dampari. Hashtag Dampari effect. Thank you, thank you. And we're also looking at what you will splurge on your wedding day. Is it going to be your makeup, your dress, the bridesmaids, or what?
Is the food for me?
Is the food for you?
Yeah,
I can't wait.
I just know that she was going to say that.
for her, right?
Yes, I'm a foodie, please. Is
Okay.
the food and the drinks
Don't worry,
for
I'm
me?
a fellow foodie.
Thank you, boo.
Makeup
You're
or
in good
dress? Wait for that. We're also going to look at health and shape, which is the best motivator. Once again, this is the Sixth Sense, and let me allow my ladies to introduce themselves. So I'm going to start from my extreme left.
Oh, my name is Na Ajele Doku, but Rosalind.
Calls her Marilyn.
Okay, so
you didn't know
let's
that,
come
right?
let's come to her now.
I don't know, it felt some way, like, it's like some sensation when I said Marilyn.
Get ready
Oh
for
my God,
drama
I don't
today.
like
Get
it.
ready for drama today
I don't
between
like
Rosalind and Na. So
Marilyn.
what's the Marilyn? Okay, so ever beautiful.
Arabikumsen.
She's popping.
I love your looks.
You should have said
And actually, all of you are
behind
looking
the
beautiful.
scenes. Wait, I remember behind the scenes. I have the footage. I'll ask the producer if that footage.
I will sue you for defamation.
She couldn't get enough of herself.
Okay,
goodness.
So,
Selfies and all.
so there's going to be lots of drama. Expect.
I didn't introduce myself.
Please, can we take a
I'm
break?
Rosalind Felly. You can
Go for the break.
You can go ahead and
Go for the break.
We'll be right back after this break. Just stay with us.
And you're welcome back to the Sixth Sense. This is where you hear the perspective of intelligent women on a wide range of issues, whether it's love, whether it's sports, whether it's anything, politics, you name it. We discuss it all and we give you our perspectives, interesting opinions. And today we are starting with hashtag the Dampari effect. If you don't know who Dampari is in this country, then you are not in this country. You are not in this country. I'm talking about
Paris car number again? Is it 201?
Is what?
Is it 201?
What you need is card number 4.
Is it GP2 or GP1?
It should be 1.
Is one?
of course, he's the top dog.
Okay,
it
so
should be
be
one.
GP1.
So
Yes.
Dampari is obviously the police chief, you know, and he has been on the lips of everybody since he was appointed, you know, to take over from the former police chief. And, you know, everybody's talking about him. Why? Because he's making a lot of changes, because he's instilling confidence and trust back in the police, because what he wants to do is for people to respect the police, because all along, a lot of people, let's be realistic, they don't respect the police. When you hear police and you hear
Has
the
it
least
changed?
soldier,
The better.
who do
Has
you
it
respect
changed?
more?
The least said,
Let's
the
be
better.
clear. Let's be very clear. I mean, it's not that I'm trying to compare the two, but I mean, people know that when you speak about the police, the first thing that comes to mind is corruption. One CD.
One city again.
Why? One CD again?
What
do you
cars do you
think?
drive that you are taking one city from you people?
Really? How much
So
do
they
they take
take
how
from
much?
you.
What did they take?
The least they take is 20
20.
cities.
Wow.
What do we say that for? Police. Wow, police. I'm shy.
Like these days?
I'm shy.
Wait, hold on.
Police.
Is it before the Dampari effect or after the Dampari effect?
After.
After. They're taking 20 Ghana.
Their command go high.
So let's talk about the Dampari effect, because that is positive. He's instilling a lot of trust back, confidence in the police, and a lot of people feel that now they can trust the police more, because he's trying to transform the image of the police through a lot of things. I mean, you see Dampare, when there's an issue, he is there on the ground, you know, rolls up his sleeves to work with the officials, the personnel, the junior personnel on the ground. So people look at this man and they say, well, if he's doing this, then what stops me from being my best, you know? So I just want to know what you guys think of him since he was, you know, appointed, and the changes he's been bringing to the police service.
Marilyn. Oh my God. Like, I knew she was going to do that. But for me, since Dampare came in, it's been like the police institution has been a different one all of a sudden. They're not standing by the roadsides and not being nonchalant about anything. They're actually at work. They are working. Now, what about the 20 Ghana pass? Me more, you know, cross my eye talk. I'm sorry, baby girl. I'm a gun.
You know what gift. You know
what
you
like you're a gun. That because Kwame will not be Michigan. Okay, fine. You get me? But I like right now, my respect level for the police just shot up a lot. I like the fact. Yes, I like the fact that his leadership qualities are beyond. It's something that everybody, whether in a police institution or not, police fraternity, can look up to. Something that I have thought about and thought that it was a good thing. Now he's on the street. Look, he's not using a motorcade to get to work. He's going through the traffic just like others. One of my colleagues, Anidosi, was talking about the fact that he did a wrong U-turn, and guess who arrested him? Dampare.
Oh, really?
Wow. Yeah, he mentioned that when he was made commissioner. Yes.
Really?
So if this man is doing this, why wouldn't I want to do the right thing? And I think that what is one of my problems is the fact that if the next government comes in, probably he might have to go. And I think all of Ghana, we have to go down and at least and beg him to, beg the next incoming president, say, please keep him for a while so we can shape it.
I'm confident that the incoming government will retain him.
God, I don't think so.
Who you people are sitting here talking about incoming government? Who is the incoming government?
But Nana finishes his term after 2024.
Anybody
can be incoming MVP or incoming either of them.
But on a serious note, the man is working. I've seen changes and I applaud him. I actually went on to I went to Tesano, the police training camp. For the first time, I was actually scared, but they were all welcoming. Like, they were nice.
Why are you scared? Have you had any experience?
No, I don't want no trouble. I can be very problematic sometimes. So as I got there, but I got to the training school and I felt like, oh wow, why wouldn't I want to, come here and feel the training?
What did you go and do there though?
There was a designer I had to do an interview with, and he lives. His wife is a police person. He lives on the compound, and I loved it so much. For the first time, I'm comfortable when the police is around. And I'm really proud of him.
Comfortable with the police too?
Because they're still collecting your 20 I've always been comfortable with the police, I must say. I always have this notion that no matter how hard you try, there'll be some bad nuts in there who always destroy. As if he's doing the most, I must say, and I congratulate him. The man is on the ground. He's not in the office just working. Exactly. I mean, somebody passed a comment saying that when he's doing it, he wants to put a camera on him to make the world know he's doing it. Of course, his predecessors were not doing it. If I'm doing it, I'll put a camera on me.
Besides, we're in a social media era.
Exactly. And I'm supposed to inspire people out there so that they know that if I'm working, you can do it too. So yes, he has to put the camera on him. And this man is traveling. He's not just sending people that go and do it. He's traveling. He's doing all he can do. I once saw a video of him, attending to somebody who had an emergency at the airport, and I was like, wow. And I don't think even at that time he realized there was a camera on him.
That's the thing. I don't think he realizes there's a camera on him when he's working. I don't think so.
And there are times when the police has a social media department. So usually when they are operations on the ground, they go with their social media team. So they pick it live.
Yes. But the man is working with so much passion, and you can tell that he is determined to succeed. I noticed that some of their departments have changed their uniforms.
Really?
Yes. And that's the only thing that I felt like it hasn't, been released. There should be a press release to that effect, because some of them are wearing the browns, and I don't know. Yes, with the dogs.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and they're out there.
yes,
So they're
yes.
sniffing the cars if you should have anything in the car. And we didn't have that, you know. So to see that on our streets makes you feel a bit safe, you know, it makes you feel comfortable. We see the horses as well. I think initially the horses were just rotten, but now the horses,
They were rotten.
they were rotten. You know, they were just a concoline.
They
We were feeding them and
they were on a vacation.
now they're working.
A paid
Now they're
vacation,
working,
yes.
you know. And seeing the horses, seeing the police helping or aiding people cross the road is so beautiful. I applaud the man.
This
and
is what policing is about.
That's what policing is
You
about.
know.
Of course, the bad nuts, they are still doing what they have to do because they are the bad nuts.
Right.
But Dampare is working, and I have seen some change. I think that even talking about, you know, crime, robbery and all of that, it's gone down. You know, it has gone down. When was the last time you heard about it? When was the last time you heard that there was a robbery on the streets?
It depends.
It depends.
Yes.
Well, there are issues.
Maybe
there-
from
there-
where
there-
you
No,
are,
I mean, it's there,
Yeah, but
but it's not rampant
Yes,
like
it's
before.
not as bad.
You know,
It's not as bad
now
as
it's
before.
gone down. Also, talking about, you know, the sense of urgency to which they act is beautiful. Now, nobody's above the law. We saw celebrities, you know, do something that they thought was right, and they ended up, you know, being arrested.
exactly.
Yeah.
We saw our pastors who thought that because of where they sit, they are untouchable. They were touched.
Yes.
Because Dampare ain't playing.
No, he ain't
And
playing.
actually, that man
You
is
just
doing
went to
some.
America.
No,
I'm there.
because Marilyn is here.
No, it's not the Dampare effect.
It's the
This is
Marilyn effect.
So I actually applaud Dampare, and I wish that, like, you know, Marilyn said,
Marilyn.
Monroe.
exactly. I wish we will have, you know, him stay on a little longer than just probably 4 years. He should stay on a little longer and set a certain precedence for the next person who will take over to get better. And I hope the police force is watching what he's doing so that he doesn't sink but rather go higher.
Yeah, that's
You know,
one of
our
my
African-
fears.
One of our African drawbacks, I don't know, this is just within African societies. I don't know whether it happens elsewhere, but you know, there's this pull him down mentality. You know, so somebody's doing well and you're just envious. Or I don't know what the rationale is for people to have this negative attitude towards someone who is doing a good job, right? And I'm just praying that people don't feel that way about this man because he's trying to, like you said, set a precedent, do things right as we expect. Because look at the effect.
Yes.
The Dampare effect is that we are having more confidence in the police.
Yes.
We are beginning to restore that trust we had in the police.
Exactly.
So if the next person comes and does a better job, I mean, they can only go up from here.
Yeah.
Now,
But who was there before Dampare?
hey, now so.
Is there
I mean,
Daddy,
like,
I feel sorry for the person. Because see, Dampare
I wasn't here.
is you shouldn't be here safe. Dampare is a celebrity IGP.
Oh, wow.
Because the man is everywhere. Before I heard of Dampare, Dampare here, Dampare there. Then I said, where is Dampare? Okay. Then I got to know that this is the man. He's doing a good job. Before my son, Mama, I want to be police, huh? But if Dampare will be there to correct things like he's doing now,
why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
You see, I think he's doing a good job and he's brought sanity.
Yeah.
Like he's cleared all of those. I was driving with my husband. We got to the Nungwa barrier. I thought that they were going to collect something from him. Like they'll stop. Oh, Master, now we're going. And you know, when they start doing all that thing, it's like they want to take something. But the man was like, oh, okay, with their corner bra. Yeah. Then times, Parky. Master, Jana, he would take, I'll bet Nakanamu, you talk somewhere, take the money and come and but like, But now, Dampare, you're doing a good job. Dampare, your name now is like Nkrumah.
Hey, Nkrumah. Speaking of presidents, though,
So far,
I mean, it reminds me of the former president, the late former President Rawlings. You know, he also used to go into the trenches and the gutters with the people. And people think that it's just populism. But, you know, you can call it what you will. But the people respond positively to it.
Because if my leader is going to go into the trenches with me to work, who am I? I'll jump in the trenches with you.
Exactly.
Because if I see my boss carrying chairs and tables, I would also follow him, like, oh, if my boss is doing, let me quickly, it would draw you. You wouldn't sit back. You would be quick enough to get the job done. And it's a good thing. It inspires you to get better, to do better. And I think he's doing a fantastic job.
He's doing a good job.
Yeah.
He's doing a good job, yeah.
So what effect, in one word, I'll start from you. What effect has Dampare had?
Why is that from me?
Why not?
No, you
come here.
come
ask the same question.
Go.
Rosalind, darling.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen your class test being started from the class prefect to be?
Yes. There's always a first time.
You know, so we are starting from the class prefect.
Yes, starting from the, okay. So in one word, I think he's been fantastic. Fantastic. I'll give him that. The Dampare effect is
It's supposed to
working.
be one word, my dear.
No, I mean I said fantastic. I'm explaining.
That's perfect.
Okay, explain further.
The question didn't say explain further.
Okay, let her explain
Explain
further.
further.
Let's see what she
She's a
has
class
to say.
prefect.
Class
Okay.
prefect.
Class prefect.
Class prefect.
I get
20 assistant. No.
I know the Amumpa won't choose here. You see, he's been so fantastic, and I think that I applaud him for what he's done so far. I hope that he keeps the fire burning and nothing distracts him. He should keep going and going and going, and obviously one day his name will be in the social studies books.
That's actually true.
That's why I mentioned.
Please, they're already
our first
singing praises
president.
of him. Him have
But
already
that's why I
started
mentioned
doing
Nkrumah.
That's why I say you shouldn't lose.
That's why I mentioned Nkrumah, because
Oh, wow.
I see that coming.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Also, for mommy
But
has
tell
Yeah,
me,
because
one word.
Dampare, determined.
Determined. Why do you say that?
Because if he's not determined, he wouldn't attain what he's attained within this short period.
Right.
And if he's focused just like he is now, I mean, Ghana will be a beautiful place to be.
Do you think he should be the president?
girl.
I just asked the question though.
Slow it.
Let's focus.
Slow it.
We need people like him in
Certain
his
places,
position
yeah.
here, not at the presidency yet.
Okay.
One
you,
word,
Nat?
passionate.
Passionate.
Yeah.
Passionate. He's passionate about the fact that the police force needs to have a good name, and he's trying to clear that dirty name they used to have as the 1 CD collectors, as the people who
they're now 20
to the 20 cities. But he's trying to bring some respect. Like, excuse me, in Birdman, some respect to the name, the police fraternity.
He's
and it's
putting
looking
some respect on the
He's
police's
putting
name.
respect on it, and
okay.
and I applaud him. Look, tops off to him.
Yeah.
But he has
Charlie,
some
Dampare,
issues
we
here and
applaud
there.
you here.
No, excuse me, hold on, ladies, don't be quick to clap. Calm down.
Why are you?
But there are a few issues, and I'm hoping, and I'm praying that he'll get to them as well.
Yeah.
And he's not going to let anybody use
I mean,
their
Rome wasn't
position.
built in a day, so there are lots of problems. But the fact is that he has started to resolve
No, those
them.
one are personal to my heart.
Okay, great. Okay, for me, I think it's professionalism.
Yeah.
You know, we always. I mean, the image of the police has not been that good for many years, and he's trying to restore that. And I think he's trying to restore professionalism within the service.
So, Dampare, Tuaso.
We want to go for a break, but before then, we will be talking about wedding. What would you spend your money on? I want to ask Marilyn first.
Food. And the drink.
And the drink.
Food and the drinks.
Nah?
Food and the drinks.
She's a Ghana woman. What do you expect? It's food and drinks.
Yep.
All right, that's what they had to say, but then we'll be talking more about that right after the break. Do stay with us. Welcome back. It's time for us to talk about wedding planning. What are you spending your money on when we talk about the wedding? Now, anytime people are planning their wedding, some of them think about their dresses, others the ring, others the hair, makeup, some of them the food and drinks, others even the venue. Which one will you spend much on? Or which one will you decide to spend all of it on? And I had Marilyn saying her food and drinks are about food and drinks, and Na said
Food and drink, but it's relative.
okay, for now it's relative. Now why is it relative?
Okay, so food and drink, because you wouldn't want to think about yourself alone. You would want your guests to come go back happy, saying that okay, there were lots to eat and drink.
Go back happy. I mean, when people get angry when they come to weddings and they are giving
have you heard of Asevi Gomi?
I mean, how many
Have you heard of that? It's kind of a cliche.
Yeah.
Every wedding, Asevi Gomogo, someone has not been served.
This part. Oh, Nami. Oh, so.
I know, right?
You know,
or your grandaunt comes back and she's taking things out. I mean, she's bringing things out.
Yeah. So you would want people to go back home happy. Like for me, like, oh, they shared this was there, this was there, this was there. That's it for me.
Yeah. But do you come to a wedding because you want to benefit from what they're sharing? Isn't it the love that you come to share with the couple?
It's the love, but...
Or the love is made of food as well?
No. It's a package.
It's a package.
Okay.
But you see,
it's a package.
I think everybody differs when it goes to a wedding. For someone like me, I go to a wedding because, hey, Rosen, I came. Do I want to eat in public? No, I'm shy. Bye, everybody. I'm going after an hour.
Okay, so you just want the person
to So why do you want
to
spend on food and drinks then?
Well, for me, you know, I got married a couple will be 2 years. A while ago, a long time ago.
How long have you been married?
It's been 9 years.
Oh, wow. Almost 10 years. Wow. No, that's really commendable, laudable.
What's your problem?
I'll be 10 years. I'll be 10 years
This is my beauty group. This is my beauty moment.
Oh, wait, let me also wait. What is all this? I'll be 10 years this year, too.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
Mommy.
Oh, really?
I'll be 1 year next year.
Congratulations, girl.
How about Roslyn?
Don't worry. So now you are saying
No, everybody said this. Now, don't let me come down on you.
Yeah. Please descend. Descend on her.
How many years? If you have to calculate, girl, then you got issues. How many years? 16?
I'll tell you before the show.
No, we're not
continuing the show.
Yeah.
You want to go?
I like your dress. So if you can't tell us, we'll move on to our best dress.
Or probably we can just do our show
and leave you.
I think you should do the show and leave me.
You're so stubborn. Oh my
We're
God.
talking about, you know,
but,
why you spend on food.
You know, families actually thought that, you know, when people come to a gathering, food makes everything so exciting.
Yeah.
When people are upset and they come together and there's food and there are drinks, there's more joy. Yeah. And then you don't want people to come to your event, come all the way from their faraway destination, you know, come to your party and there's little to eat. They're spending time with you. They're there to, you know, grace your occasion, make it wonderful. And they come and they have to drink just one glass of, you know, juice, some small food. No, let there be
during the corona time.
let there be, you know, let there be an abundance of food.
Yeah.
Let them come and enjoy. It's supposed to be a joyous moment. So we actually splurge. You know, grandmother, she wants to make sure that people will come because she believes that people are coming to give you gifts. They come bearing gifts.
Yeah.
Make sure they come there satisfied. It's a day for them to remember.
Yeah.
So we, you know, there were drinks. If I tell you this, there were drinks to the point that the following year when we were having the ceremony, we still had drinks.
Really?
Oh, let's call Edna McBruce to tell you there was more drinks. After the wedding, I had food in my fridge for, you know, I went to honeymoon, I came back, there was food in my fridge. Thank you, baby.
Wow.
Yeah, a big shout out to Edna McBruce. Yeah, and she made it possible that everybody was satisfied. Yeah.
Wow.
But ladies, you know, people talk. People talk. Just thinking about the food and drinks and, you know, what have you. If your dress, like the wedding dress, is not also on point, do you know they'll still go back and say, oh, after all the things their dress wasn't on point.
mean,
Those don't talk so like,
we've had, you know, reasons why now go for the food, you go for the food, and somebody at home will think that it's because of the guy effect. But I remember being a fancy says you go for the food and drinks as well. And we didn't
Fancies are like guys. We are coastal people.
So you love the food.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
So for your wedding, I should
really,
look out for the
I'm
food
thinking,
and drinks?
Yeah, of course. It's very, and like Na said, food makes everything okay. I mean, if you are cranky when you come to a wedding and it's dragging, you know, you came early and yet the thing is still dragging, you haven't eaten. When you get the food, you calm down. And I see that a lot on people's faces.
Are we putting all our money in the food and drinks, or we are actually...
For us, maybe yes, but other people, I know people who spend a lot of money on the decor, just the decor. And the decor can cost as much as 40,000, 50,000 CDs.
80,000.
And
wow, 80,000 Ghana CDs.
40,000 CDs up to 80,000 on decor alone.
So
your makeup hasn't come, your dress hasn't come, your bridesmaids attire hasn't come,
but
and the food and drinks have not come.
Let me bring this out there. I'm a little tomboyish, so I had my friends help me out with, you know, the kind of dress I wanted and how I wanted to look like. My makeup wasn't my concern because I had a friend who was a makeup artist who knew how to manage my face and everything. It came out beautifully. Sitting down for a couple of hours to get my hair and makeup done was my problem because it's not like sitting down for long, but you know, they had it covered. My dress was amazing. I had a good time in it. All I remember was the crazy dance I did, but it went really well. Yes. So if you are not sure about your dress and you want to concentrate on the food and make sure people are happy, speak to, if you have a sister or a friend that you know, talk to somebody who can help you, you know, fix that up.
I think that it's relative, okay? I think that everybody and how they want their, or they envisage their wedding to be. For me, it's the ring. You know, I will spend on the ring, and if it means me just having my family being at my wedding and nobody else, I will.
Really?
Yes, because I will. When I have problems,
Wait.
Should we call ambulance?
No. They won't come now.
They won't come now.
Don't come now.
Don't come now.
So you see, when you have problems, when I have problems at home, okay, or when I have an issue with my husband, because already issues will come. I say, this why it's okay. It's okay.
Yes.
For the sake of what is here.
And you're okay. Like situations are
I can't look
for you.
back at that day and become. I have to represent something to become. So I look at the ring, I say, okay, he paid this amount of money on that ring. It's all right. You can do what you're doing. It's all right. I mean, hey. So that's for me. Somebody will think about the hair and makeup. I've heard people say, you know, why will you pay so much for makeup? There are people paying about 2,000 cedis for makeup, 5,000 cedis for makeup.
That if you can afford it.
No, it's not even if you can afford it. Some people feel my picture should be nice and I'll invest in it. So that when I look at my pictures, I'll get excited about it.
I don't even know where my pictures are.
Now, I was talking about affordability because there are cases where people will say, oh, why did she spend so much on dresses? Look, one ceremony, you have like 6 dresses, but why? Why would you spend so much on
do that?
It's their dream. Yeah, so people forget that brides have their own vision for their wedding.
Personally, I don't believe in, you know, inviting so many people to a wedding if you can't afford to take care of them. So if I know that I am going to make sure I look good, I invite the number of people I can take care of. I'm not going to do 500. I'm not going to do 1,000. If it means I invited 200 people for my wedding, people
But you
didn't
get more than 200.
I didn't get more than 200.
No, wait. So
it was strictly by invite. Have I invited you?
Wait. How do you respond to people? How do you respond to people who complain that you didn't invite them?
Oh, is it your wedding?
I had issues like that.
That's how you're lying. That's not how you responded to them.
No. Actually, people are still not talking to me because I didn't invite them.
But you see, funny.
Why did you do that?
Because it's my day. What if you come and I can't take care of you? What will you say? I would look. To me, family is about marriage is about people who love you. Okay, I might not get all people there loving me, but let me get 80% loving me. Invite the whole church to come to my wedding, and what? I can't feed you, and you are there. Do I even know what is under your eyes that you're coming to see?
You wasn't.
I wasn't here.
It's okay, I can't breathe. All of you help me.
Breathe for me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Rosalind can spill.
So no matter what you're doing, look at what you can do. And I think that there are a lot of people out there who plan their wedding, and depending on what they want their money to go into, they go into it. Me, if I'm coming for your wedding, I'll eat at home before I come.
Oh, you're just like me.
Yes. I am not coming to depend on your food. Because when you start that journey, it's not easy, Araba. It's not easy.
Not everyone
and
is
I do
like
not expect you to give me food. If you don't have it, it's fine. But it's about you.
One quick thing. I don't think, in my opinion, that Ghanaians have accepted that weddings are an intimate ceremony between you, the people getting married, whether the bride and groom should decide the number of people who could be there. Because I know a wedding, my nephew, he plays as my nephew, my cousin. See, I was stunned by what he did. It was just family. They signed at the Koforidua municipal. We didn't even know. We were just at the engagement thinking that, Charlie, the way the wedding will come in the following week. That was it. That was the end. It was just family.
Beautiful.
So the bride and the groom have to determine the number of people that. But you know, in an African setting, our parents also want to decide who should show up as well.
If you're
so
paying,
if you know, but you know, some of the grooms, the grooms have issues with, you know, a female's parents, you know, paying for it. But you know, it should be a conversation that should be had with the bride. I think it's an intimate moment where you want, like you said, the love.
Yeah.
That is connecting from the people sitting there to you people. The kind of people that are praying that your journey will be smooth and beautiful. Exactly. You don't want people coming and thinking, oh, so she wore this, so she got this makeup. Yes.
And people are actually pleasing people by inviting the Arab. I'm sorry, but I don't live to please people. You know, especially when it comes to things like wedding, you need to be able to decide on who you want to be there.
How do you deal with a parent who says, okay, invite my women's fellowship friends? You don't invite them.
Your sister will come with her friends.
Mostly it's the parents.
See, you have parents that you can talk to, like what Ina said. Speak to them. Let them understand that this is how much we have on the plate. If they are not contributing, they can't say much to it. Because you see, when you start that journey, whatever problems comes out of the marriage, your parents might just speak to it, but they cannot solve that problem.
Exactly.
And a lot of couples have their problems from marriage, from their wedding ceremonies, because the husband says, I don't want too many people. The wife says, my mother wants this person, my father wants that person, so we have to have it. And it becomes a problem. It's like, you are listening to your mother, you are listening to your father, and it becomes a problem. So
I even know of situations where people had to hold on to the wedding. They suspended the wedding because there were differences. You know, the parents had differences in the number of people who were coming to the wedding and who was coming to the wedding.
No, if we're having that, me and him are going to go to the church, you all have that conversation. We can go and sign and come back.
Let me just use mine as an example, talking about parents who are saying that invite this person, invites ABC. See, mine, grandma, daddy, mommy will tell you, okay, let's invite this person, that person, this set of, you know, but they provided. They never said that, okay, so take care of them. Grandma took care of her own people. She never asked for nothing.
Oh, wow.
My father is like, that is, you know, girl, he'll give you everything. On my wedding day, my father told the friends, okay, so Imbile, he came from Amsterdam, so came, you know, with all the friends and said, Imbile, a serve alcohol. You know, so I didn't like, I decided not to serve alcohol, but my father drinks, the friends drinks, and, you know, we discussed it. He understood. Even though he gave me, he supported me with lots of money, like, oh, really? He did everything he could, but that day, he went out. I was looking for my father. I didn't see him. I was told that he's gone round the, you know, vicinity looking for a bar that he could get alcohol for. Also, yes, he did for his friends. And then he bought. So they couldn't make them coke that day. They couldn't coke. They had to drink alcohol. He wanted. He's been away for a very long time, so he wanted the friends also to be happy, and he also didn't want to ruin my wedding. Something I said I don't want. He didn't want to do that, so he sorted the friends.
So why didn't you serve them alcohol?
And they found.
I agree with her because my mom did the same. She had her beer for, you know, whoever, and then her whatever, her vodka and stuff like that. You want to do your own. She had certain particular people that meant something to her. My dad had certain particular people that meant something to him. You know, we had that conversation. By the end of the day, the 200 there, and most of them were familiar faces. People that you know, they were family. I come from a big extended family, so it would be impossible not to. So it would be impossible not to have them. And I think it was after that. Sometimes when you're making decisions on who you want to invite, I think most people forget the fact that the wedding day is not the marriage. Exactly. It's just the entrance, it's just a celebration of the fact that you decided to get married. So you need to look at, so when we are done with the wedding, what are we going to eat? So you have to consider that first before you decide that you want to splurge so much on your dress, on your makeup, or the decor, because that is the beginning.
That is definitely the beginning. So now, what's coming up next?
So we're going to look at health and shape, which is the best motivator for you. So let's take a quick break, and when we come back, it's still the Sixth Sense.
And welcome back from the break. This is Sixth Sense on Joy Prime, and I'm here with a beautiful, lovely, gorgeous Rosalind Felly, who decides to call me what?
Marilyn.
And the ever beautiful Osofumame, Nadu Olenu, and my sweetest sister, Araba Kumsin.
So who is not your sweetest?
I said, not you,
Why
girl.
are you so jealous? What's that? What's that? Why?
So every time I see you, I hug you like that.
Listen, you always have to fight. We have two girls on the show today.
You see, I just want
Rosen,
to
I
know
love
if-
you.
Okay, all right.
I love you.
I love you too, baby.
What are we discussing
Now,
now?
we're talking about weight, and I know a lot of women struggle with this. Sometimes it's very difficult to even communicate about how you feel about your body, especially when you've had children and you look at your old self. And then you look at the now, you look at 20 years before that, and you look at 20 years or 10 years after that, and you feel like, oh my God, I let myself go. You know, sometimes you don't know what it is. Is it the shape you want? Or is it that you want to be healthy? Or you want to look old, like young again? Or you want to be your age and look a particular weight? It's so confusing. I've had to deal with that, but I don't know about you ladies.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Tell us
I've
about
had
your story.
I've had so many insecurities about myself at some point, you know. Growing up, I wasn't so comfortable about my body. And, you know, I talk myself through it. You know, you have to speak to people and encourage, oh, it's fine. So I tried to, you know, play basketball and stuff to hide the fact that, you know, this is the body, which I'm very proud of right now, you know. It's fantastic and fabulous.
Oh, it's good.
All the time. But, you know, then after I had kids and the belly issue, you know, when I had my first child, I said, one, I have people home. I lost drastic weight. Like the first trimester was very difficult.
Wow.
The puking, not able to retain anything in your system. So I lost a lot of weight. The tummy was quite fantastic. Then your favorite boy came in. Then everything just... So everybody said, oh, when you gave birth the first time, oh, fio musu. I was like, like, you know, you didn't tie your tummy and stuff like that. So I got worried about myself. And this... so, you know, you get to that point that sometimes you get depressed about it. Then I decided to go and...
Come on.
So I went to...
You decided to do what?
A plastic surgeon.
Okay. Don't worry, we all want to do it.
I
We
spoke
like the
to...
fact
I have
that
a therapist
you're
friend
candid.
that I spoke
Candid
to.
about it.
I spoke to
We have
about
no-
it.
we also do.
He didn't stop me from going to see the therapist. He actually allowed me to go.
Okay.
I went to speak to him, and you know, he gave me a whole assessment and everything. But my therapist friend said he knew that I'd definitely come back because he knows me. You know, I've been under the knife once because of a very serious situation. I survived that. I'm scared about going under the knife again.
Okay.
Yes. So I went to Zuka, and the whole cost and everything. I was like, you know, girl, let's start a business with that thing. After that, I'm not seeing the doctor again. But then I tried meditation, and I thank you to Pippa from Pippa's Gym. We had a conversation.
Okay.
Tried meditation, tried yoga, and I like where I'm going.
That's good.
The thing is about loving yourself and accepting yourself for the changes and stuff.
Right.
And there's this thing that Kokui Salome said sometime. No matter how you look like with the fupa and everything, there's going to be a man who's going to love you for
the full body.
So now, dear, I don't understand. No, everybody wants to have a particular shape. You understand me? And it's driving
Coca-Cola shape.
and it's driving a whole lot of young ladies to do things that are overboard to the extreme.
Yeah.
That's true.
So you're looking for perfection. I mean, there's nothing like perfection.
No.
Even with the perfect bodies that we see on Instagram, social media, I mean, people have done some things, you know, like it's not always
Not
perfect.
as
When they
perfect
remove
as
their
you see
clothes,
it.
you see that it's not that perfect. And sometimes there are side effects. People feel like they see these people on social media and they are the perfect bodies, they can get some, but they don't know that sometimes there are side effects. So really, it should be your health that should be your priority, not the shape. Personally, I'm trying to lose weight. Thankfully, I'm lucky because I'm tall. So when I put on weight, it goes straight to my cheeks and my stomach.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody can see it on my face.
But today you look fabulous.
Girl, are
Have
you
you lost some
popping?
weight?
I think so.
You have. You know, when I saw her I was like, hey girl.
I've been fasting.
Giving us some cleavage and all of that. I see the cleavage.
I've been fasting.
And now that one too is very scary. You know, the intermittent fasting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I tried.
This was the church fasting. At the beginning of every year, we do a fast for the month of January.
Oh, that's not
nice.
necessarily
It helps. You know, sometimes, you know, you want to lose weight, but you don't have the discipline. But so this comes and then you do it and then you realize that,
What time
Oh,
do
yeah,
you break
dear.
your fast?
it's from 6 to 6. But because I work, you know, in a very
Tight.
very energetic environment, I break it at 3.
3.
That's
okay,
wonderful.
not bad. I think you do
That's
well.
good.
So it's what, 31 days?
Yes, it's 31 days.
Wow.
Ends next week.
Thanks, next week.
Yeah, this is how many
That's
days?
good.
But I don't add Saturdays and Sundays. God, please forgive me.
No, trust me, he understands. I'm sure he has a good sense of humor.
So
He takes things too
basically
serious.
I think people should think about their health. And one thing you said, it's always somebody else pointing out your flaws to you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's difficult in that situation not to lose your self-esteem. But it is important to know that, I mean, at the end of the day, when you have good health, it is more important than being shapely or whatever it is.
Of course,
you
of
know.
course.
You
I
know,
mean, health is
sometimes
everything.
in a day, somebody
Yeah.
can tell you, "Oh, you look so slim," and someone, "Hey, you put on weight." You're thinking,
Yeah.
Are you people?
Are
You
you
need glasses
okay?
or something?
You know, it's so, I don't know, there's this feeling when you are told, oh, you look so fat.
I know, right?
I mean, I once met a lady who goes like, oh, when you were young, you were so tiny. What happened? I said, beauty happened.
Exactly.
Yeah, beauty happened.
Exactly.
Because I'm looking at you and you didn't change.
Yeah.
You're still the same. You know, and it's like we keep saying, it's all
people
about
are
us.
insensitive without actually really
People
knowing
are so
that
insensitive. And you know,
they're being insensitive.
the sad part is, I am glowing.
Yeah.
And she couldn't compliment me on how beautiful I'm looking now.
Oh.
But she was rather complimenting me on how fat I have become.
But you're not really.
So
fat.
I
you
think
look
I
You see,
think
that's a problem. So we need people to understand that don't give certain comments. It's wrong. When it comes to human body, everybody is beautiful in their way.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people who are struggling to lose the weight. Me, if you ask me if you've put on weight, I'll tell you look beautiful. And the first question I'll ask you, are you okay with how you look? If you say no, then I'll say, okay, then work out if you want to. But if you tell me, I don't have a problem with it, but everybody, I say, who is everybody? Why are you pleasing everybody?
Because everybody is trying to fit into
A
society's
particular- yeah.
standard of beauty. So if you are not, you know, a size 14 with a flat stomach, big boobs and big buttocks, you know, then you're not really
said,
that
won't
way.
count.
But if you have flabby stomach or your hand is a bit flabby like mine
See,
right
we
now,
don't have the flabby
tell you what,
stomachs.
I mean,
tell you what.
we have flabby stomach.
It's okay.
right.
They don't know.
please
Yeah.
speak for yourself.
We're coming down.
tell you what,
Speak for yourself.
it got
Be
to a
calming
point
down.
that people will see me. Hey, that's why I kiss you. You see, there's a way you should put it. You will listen. Listen. This is no
Please
joke.
listen.
I heard it.
This is no joke. Let's find a better way, because it gets to a point that you, the person, if they come direct at you and they tell you, they will not even find a better way to put it. Like, oh, I think you are putting on small, but please do something
Don't
about
even
it.
tell me
Hey,
about it.
let me not any.
Wait. Yeah. Oh my God! When you go to a family meeting, no,
it's
you
not
said it too
funny.
fast. No, you said it too fast.
What does it mean?
It's not funny. Here.
I'm thinking, like, what's wrong with me?
Here, it's not funny.
This is my loose
we
clothes,
need
my
to-
loose clothes
we-
outfit.
And you know, the painful part is the person telling you, when you look at that person,
Oh,
you speak in
we
tongues.
just have to stop that, because for me it's the health. Okay, I would rather want, the last time we had discussion with Dr. Hannah Lisa, and we were talking about it. Okay, so my tummy, we talked a lot. I want to, you know,
Do a tummy tuck.
thank you, and
You
she
want to do
knows
a
how
tummy
to.
tuck?
She knows how to do it so well.
contemplating.
It's good to learn, but
join
let
the
us do
club.
the right thing. I was like, okay, let's do this. But the exercise is fine, the natural way, because you have to live not to please everybody.
Yeah.
Because if you keep listening to people, I have been there, and the way they put it, that is it for me. I don't like it. So see, people, you know me, doesn't know me.
Now it's too passionate about this.
Yes,
No, I'm actually very passionate about it.
Yeah.
So when you tell me, how that look on my face, like, no, now I'm being snotty and rude. Meaning, if
Find a
or how do
better
I
way
look?
to put
And
it.
my next thing is,
Don't put it anyway.
No. Me, I just say I'm fine the way I look. If you have a problem with it, that's your problem.
Don't look at me.
I mean, don't find any way to put it. It's none of your business. Okay? If you meet me and you have nothing to say, just say hi and pass.
Because
it's enough.
actually, what people don't get is it affects people's mental health.
Yes.
You go home thinking, they might be smiling with you. They go home and then look at themselves in the mirror and they cry.
Yeah.
There's so many people who come and then they wrap up themselves so tight. When they go home and they start releasing things, you have no idea. Meanwhile, they're hurting
And
themselves.
people would go and do
Wait.
surgery. They
Did you
can't
say
afford.
people are...
They'll look for ways and means to get the money to do it.
No, wait.
The
now
bomb was
wait.
dropped.
The bomb was dropped.
Okay.
The bomb
Now, what did you say, Marilyn? What did you
Didn't
say?
say anything.
You said when we go
Why
on,
not
we
people
do
are wrapping themselves up?
Which of the rapping are we all
I'm
rapping?
still wrapping in braces that, you know...
You didn't say anything?
No, I didn't say nothing.
Unwrap like a present. And it will come in one by one.
Why are you making people struggle? Why? Why are you making people struggle? Yeah, bro. Coming together.
You're supposed to cry their own cry. Who has told you people that we are crying? You are part of it.
Oh, but on a more serious note, why you can say, oh, sister, now you have to stop, please.
What do you mean?
Putting us under pressure. It's putting us under pressure.
We will still wear the corset. We are not wearing for you. Why do you mean when I wear corset, I'm not wearing
pleasing
for you? I wear my corset because
So what I said that was she
We have stopped pleasing you.
I wear my corset because I want to wear my corset. I'm not pleasing anybody.
Stop pleasing
but on a
everybody.
Real quick one.
Even though we have to work.
Why do you wear it?
I wear corset because I want to wear corset.
You want to.
Everything I do is because I
It
want
gives
to
you a
do
beautiful shape. Say that.
it. No, I mean, God has blessed me with that shape. I said it.
Can we?
you know.
Can we just?
So it actually enhances it, right?
No, listen. So when to me, I feel a woman should come out, you know, in a full package. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay? And your underwear should be right. It should hold things firmly. If we are wearing the bras, okay, to hold our boobs, we are wearing the panties or the knickers to hold our bumps. Of course, you should hold your tummy so that it doesn't flap in your
Everything,
dress.
hold
That's
it.
me. So me, I hold everything. So you can wear the Spanx, you know, which is good. Some wear what will hold their thighs because they feel they have the flabby thighs. So it's not just about, you know, enhancing your body, but just because you don't want, you know,
want to put, you know, like tuck everything
you want to package it.
Yeah,
It's a
packaging.
complete package.
Oh my goodness.
So that is what we want. Anyway, now.
It's the Sixth Sense, and it's time for us to go. I believe strongly that you've had a blast. We ladies here, we've shared our views. You might have, you know, different perceptions about some of the things we have discussed. You're entitled to it, but I think that I've had, you know, a good time today on things that we have discussed. So I'm going to start with Rosalind. What would be your take on all the issues we've looked at?
Well, let me touch on the. Okay, I'll touch on all bit by bit. Let me touch on the Dampare effect.
Okay.
I think you know, COP Dampare is doing fantastic, and I applaud him for what he's doing. Keep doing what you're doing and inspiring the young ones, so that we exactly you know, inspiring the young ones to keep the fire burning. Also talking about our weddings, plan a wedding that you'll be happy with. Don't please anybody. Don't please anybody when it comes to your wedding. It's your wedding. At the end of the day, in the night, you go home and sleep with your husband, nobody else. And you pay for the consequence without anybody else paying. Those who insult you, insult you. Those who praise you, praise you. So don't care about anybody. Just do what you want to do. And now let's talk about the packaging. Complete packaging. Look, you first, nobody else. Look good because you want to look good. Look the way you want to look because you want to look like that. And for those who pass comments that you don't like, be bold enough and say it to their faces, I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I think if one person is bold enough, it will send down a signal to a lot of people. Love yourself for who you are. Your health first and nothing else.
Najali.
Well, I think Dampare is a fantastic IGP. Congratulations to him and what he's doing and bringing some respect on the name of the police department, and kudos to him. We doff our hats off to him. On the issue of marriage, you see, like Roslyn said, plan what you can afford.
Exactly.
And don't go pleasing nobody, because at the end of the day, when the trouble comes and your debtors are chasing after you, nobody will be there to help you. Sometimes they'll even tell you that hey, you go borrowing, they won't even give you. Exactly. So plan what you are comfortable with, what's within your means. And please involve the guy as well. We always tend to forget the guys. Involve him, because at the end of the day, most of the time they end up paying everything. So involve him too. Let him.
But if you pay, who should pay?
Let him feel like he also matters. It's not only about you, but it's his day as well.
You don't want to pay. You want me to pay.
It's okay. It's coming down. It's coming down. And then on the issue of weight, take it from my perspective. Look, I had to even put on weight because I'm healing from, tumor. I got that out of my head, and I had to believe the fact that even that everything is a process. I never talked about this before. I never mentioned it before. We've talked about it quietly between us, but there are reasons why people have put on weight. There are reasons, there are health reasons, there are genetical reasons and stuff like that. We need to be sensitive about how we compliment people. Yeah. It's not funny. It's not nice. Mental health is something that this year I want to talk about or even look at, because we take those things for granted. Yeah. It's not everybody who has a mental fortitude you take, hey, I didn't know why Basasa. No. Exactly. Sometimes people are going through something at some point and then they put on weight and they're trying to get themselves back. Now, you need to look at your health first. I'm beginning to accept myself for who I am. Girl, when I cross the road, everybody stops for me. I'm taking that. Thank you. So love yourself wholeheartedly. You first. Love you for who you are and everything that you encompass. When you do that, if you're looking for a man, he's going to love you just the way that you love yourself. And I love you. If anybody hasn't told you, you look fantastic, girl.
Hey, Madam, a motivational speaker.
Motivational speaker.
I take it.
Okay, I mean, they've taken the words out of my mouth.
They've said everything.
So, but I just want to say this about Dampare. I'm excited to be witnessing this transformation in the police service at this time. We need it. We need it now more than ever. And I'm so glad that Dampare has come as a savior, quote unquote, at this time, so that it looks like the future is bright. It can only go up from here. So keep doing what you're doing. IGP, I salute you.
All right.
Araba, he's watching.
He's watching. Yes, but
I have to salute.
Even his person
He does say something.
She has a crush.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Like my father.
so it's been a fantastic show, I think. Yes. What do you think? Yes.
Fabulous.
Yes, fabulous.
No,
any other word?
Fabulous.
Fantabulous. All right, so the ladies have said it all. Just to sum it all up, love yourself. And Dampare, you're doing a good job. All right, even though we are saying that, some people, when you praise them, they stop what they were doing before they were praised. Do not stop. Do not let us ladies down because we've praised you enough. Don't get, somewhere and then you stop what you are doing. Keep doing it. In fact, Unaina. And then also, please, love yourself first. People who talk about other people's shape and they don't present it in a better way. In fact, the next time you see me and you don't say it well, look at me.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. Because, no, the way some people put it, that's my thing. Nah. Find a better way to present your case. In fact, we're finding a better way to put ourselves into a good shape. We go to check ourselves into the gym and work. But
when are you starting the gym?
Charlie, see,
I think you should move to the front. Let people see the sex.
Nice. The tummy issue. You told me how to check.
You don't have a tummy though.
Oh, yeah, just like packaging. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. It's been the Sixth Sense. We're going to be with you one more time next week. And it's been a bye for myself, Roslyn, Araba, and Najee. Marilyn. We love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.